Da li je neko prvi put tu? Vi ste prvi put? Vaše ime?
A ne put Krišna.
Okej. Dobro. Počet ćemo sa glazbom i onda ćemo imati seminar koji se zove Revolucija vašeg osobnog životnog stila. I taj seminar ima 6 dijelova. Svirat ćemo možda pola sata, pola sata. I seminar će biti oko sat i 15 minuta. I idemo uživo na Facebook. Ja mislim da sam ovako bolje, jače, svjetlije. we have English. Everybody speaks English? Yes? Who doesn't speak English? Ko ne zna engleski? Hrvatski, ko zna hrvatski? Svi? Aha. Radi se o tome da imamo prenos na Facebook i ja imam puno prijatelja, radimo preko mog profila, ali većina njih nisu iz bivše Jugoslavije i ne razumiju hrvatski, slovenački, makedonski. Tako da bi bilo bolje ako možemo na engleskom, ali jedan gospodin je rekao da ne zna, pa možda za njega možemo imati prevod. So welcome everyone today for our program. Today we will have a little concert and a seminar, success seminar, and we will play spiritual music. And the seminar is called. Do you know the title of this program? The title of this seminar? How many of you know the title of the program? Okay. So what is the title?
I don't remember, right? But I know the content. Why I came. So the content was that actually how to manage your life on the status of Bhagavad Gita. This is how to be successful.
Okay, so this.
I'm not even sure if I'm on the right place because according to the title there was nothing about Hare Krishna.
My seminar is not about Hare Krishna. My seminar is called Personal Lifestyle Revolution.
Yes.
Personal Lifestyle Revolution, and it has 6 parts. And the first part is called Ask Excellent Questions. Second is called Use Positive Language. Third is called Expand Your Intelligence. Fourth is called Grow Giver's Heart. Fifth is Become a Trusted Guide. And sixth is Make a Wonderful Contribution. So my name is Gita Seva. I have 2 other names, but this is my main nickname at the moment. And I teach about success around the world based on the ancient book of success and wisdom. It's called Bhagavad Gita. And these 6 principles that I will be teaching today, all of you, they are based on the Bhagavad Gita and also based on my studies of some of the professional literature which teaches about success and happiness. And a very important part of success is music. At least this was my life experience and of my friends. And therefore we will also sing from time to time. We have, how much time we have today? From 6 to 9. Okay.
Less or more.
Yes. Okay. So we will not make it too long, and we will not make it too short. But we will also have a break after I cover 3 topics. Then we will have a break, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to relax. And also during the maybe good gentleman can just sit close to you. Close. No, because we have a live broadcast, so many people will be listening in English. And if you need a translation, we have a translator there. You can come closer to her.
It's a bit disturbing.
I'm sorry. We also have to be considerate of the people who are watching on the internet. And I now broadcast every program, so they already know and expect. So I cannot just cancel it. Or just speak for the Croatian or Slovenian audience. So but we have a translator, and if anybody needs, you can just come close to Vesna, she's a translator. This song is called Jaya Radha Madhava, and the melody is taken from the movie that maybe some of you know from your youth, those who are older. It's called Pat Garrett and Billy Kid, and it's a movie where Bob Dylan wrote the music. Bob Dylan wrote the music for the whole movie. It's a Western movie, and Chris Christopherson was playing Billy Kid, and of course he was killed in the movie, but Bob Dylan created a beautiful music, and I have taken this melody and combined it with this Sanskrit song, and we will sing it now. Of course, some of you, if you know this song or these Sanskrit verses, you can join us. Jai, Jai, next song is called Hey Govinda. To lift it up. I want to thank everyone also on the internet for watching and sending a lot of likes and hearts. So we are not alone here in Maribor. There is many people online and more will be coming. Now the evening is coming, so more people will come online because they come back from their work. Our next song is called Shall We Make It? Shall we make it in this lifetime, succeed to attain a pure heart and mind? Shall we qualify to go back to Him, stop imitating, become genuine? There is one chorus that you can sing with me. It's called Wo Wo Gopal. So I wrote this song in Skopje, Macedonia in '98 when I was thinking, shall I get married or not? And it was a big decision to do, and what happened will remain a secret. But the song is something I will share with you. I sit thinking about my this lifetime succeed to tame a pure heart and mind? Shall we qualify to go back to him? Stop imitating, become genuine. Thank you. Haribo. Our next song is called Dance Back the Dance. We have one name that you can repeat with me. It's the chorus, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nita, 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 Pada Kamala. So only at least Nityananda you can repeat. last song before we start our seminar is called Jayo Radhe Shyam. So thank you very much for coming once again. You speak English, okay? Yes? Okay. So most of our guests speak English. And as I said, the title of today's seminar is Personal Lifestyle Revolution. And it doesn't matter if you're 16 or 66, if you're a woman or a man, you can actually make a big change in your life if you want. Revolution means change. And we know about political revolutions, but as we have seen in the history of our planet, political revolutions usually don't bring significant change. It's just one person replacing another and then doing basically the same thing. But now we are not going to speak about world revolution, about political revolution, about any other kind of revolution. We want to speak about personal revolution. And I don't know if you have seen this title, and I don't know why you have come here, but anybody who can be a little bit inspired by this title, it means this person wants some change in their life. So I want to give you some tools and principles based on the ancient knowledge, but very relevant today and always relevant, as timeless principles, which you can use to bring changes in your life that will bring you more success, more happiness, more knowledge, and more, overall welfare, or overall well-being. Yes, this is what I want to say, well-being. So as I said, we will be speaking about 6 principles. So when you hear the word personal lifestyle revolution, what kind of images or what kind of things come to your mind? You tell me. When you see this, when you hear this title, personal lifestyle revolution, what does it mean to you?
Mobile phone.
Huh?
Mobile phone
Why?
has brought personal lifestyle to this era. Mobile phone.
Okay. That's interesting. So one technological product can bring...
Mobile phone has brought the biggest personal life revolution to not to me, but to big percentage of
This is great. I didn't expect this. This is very nice. Mobile phone.
It's true.
Did we bring cookies? We have cookies. Can you please give a gentleman cookies because he's leaving? We have brought some refreshments for you, but because the gentleman is leaving, so he's privileged to get.
He will come back. He went to the toilet.
He will. Okay. No. I thought he's leaving. Okay.
No.
He went to the toilet. It's very interesting that. What's your name, please?
Tommy.
So, Mr. Tommy said this is something I really didn't expect. Usually in my seminar I ask this question, and he now brought the modern gadget as a tool for a revolution in people's lives, and he's right. I completely agree that mobile phone has brought about big change in our lives, how we communicate and how we look at the screen a lot of time.
Also lifestyle.
Yeah, it influences our lifestyle and
social life is different.
Communication, social life, and online communities. Anything else? Anybody else has ideas? What images, what ideas did you get when you hear this title?
Leaving negative habits.
Giving up negative habits. Yes, that's a revolution. When you make a change, for example, you give up smoking, or you give up something that is harming you, alcohol, or maybe you start rising earlier, and you enjoy the morning. So giving up bad habits. Anything else?
Seeking for good association.
This is great. If you want to make a big change in your life, then you want better association. You are seeking a better association. So you want to associate with people who inspire you. Are you translating for her?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we have two translators.
What shall we do? Shall we... maybe you can translate for this gentleman too, and then Vesna is free. or maybe your friend wants to come closer to Vesna, or you come closer to...
When he will come back. No, the other one.
We cannot have two translations. We have to do something about this. That we have one translation. So, what shall we do, Vesna? What's your suggestion? Okay.
There's one seat here. These translations are really annoying.
Okay. We can sit near there, and this other gentleman also. So.
No, it's okay like this.
Yeah. But now I will continue speaking, so it's good if he moves. Sorry for the delay, everybody on the internet. We are just arranging for the translation. Okay, we have 12 people. I'm honest. I'm honest. We'll speak about this later.
Okay.
Now we have to continue with our program. So this gentleman said he will come back. Okay. So when we speak about personal revolution, personal lifestyle revolution, one thing that my friend from Croatia, he said that it's giving up bad habits. Do you have any other ideas? What would personal revolution mean? Yes.
Looking for challenging situations.
Looking for?
Challenging situations.
Looking for challenging situations. So maybe somebody is afraid of different situations, and now he's becoming determined to face things in his life or face people. And also he said that looking for a better association. So if you have one kind of association and you are not happy with this and you want to make changes in your life, then definitely better association helps. This is great. Okay, anything else? We can have one more guess.
They weren't translating, so I was.
Huh?
They said that they weren't translating, so I'm back in the business.
Okay.
So maybe you could put.
Yeah. But they're just.
No, maybe you go a little bit in the back and they two of them come close to you. So one big area that we all, either in the past or now, struggled with, and where we can attempt to make a revolution or a big change, is self-discipline. And some of the teachers I have studied, very famous success teachers, they say that self-discipline is most probably the most important success principle or success factor. And we know that if we want to achieve anything significant, we need to have some self-discipline. So you might want to do a revolution in self-discipline. And now you have come to this seminar, you're listening very carefully, and I want to say you something a little bit maybe heavy. There is two kinds of people that come to my seminars. One group, they come, they listen, sometimes they laugh, they have nice entertainment, there is nice cookies or a drink, and they have a couple of hours of good time, or relatively good time. They leave and they do nothing. They do nothing. And another, which is a smaller number of people who attend my seminars, they take one or two things from the seminar and completely transform their lives. So now you can choose which group you want to belong. You want to be in the first group or the second group. It's your choice. You can have a nice time and do nothing, and you can do something. You can use what you learned today. If you find anything valuable in my presentation, it's not because I'm great, but it's because I have learned from people who are much smarter than me. So we all learn from somebody who knows more. You have heard about Aesop fables? He's a Greek person. Aesop fable. You have heard? So I don't know if this is Aesop's fable, but usually he speaks about animals and teaches us a lesson. So once a lion started to walk through the jungle to check out what other animals are thinking. And he came to a monkey. Hey monkey, who is the king of the jungle? You are, sir. You are the king of the jungle. That's right, and you never forget it. Okay. Then he came to a snake. Snake, who is the king of the jungle? And snake in her hissing way said, you are king. You are king. He was hissing. She was hissing because snake hissing. That's right, and you never forget it. Then he came to an elephant. Elephant, who is the king of the jungle? An elephant continued chewing his vegetarian food and not even looking at him. Now, lion is getting a little bit angry. Elephant, I'm asking you a question. Who is the king of the jungle? Elephant looked at him for the first time and continued chewing. He has to eat 200 kilos every day. Now, lion is getting really annoyed, really disturbed. Elephant, this is the last time I'm asking you, who is the king of the jungle? An elephant with his trunk grabbed the lion and smashed him off the tree. And you know in the cartoons, when you smash somebody, they have stars. So he's having stars and trying to get himself together, the lion. And he says, okay, you don't have to get angry just because you don't know the right answer. So you are all nice, intelligent people from Maribor or maybe surrounding villages, and you tell me what is the lesson in this story.
He didn't want to admit that he was over defeated.
Very nice. He didn't want to admit that he was defeated by somebody stronger. Okay, anything else? Lesson? Now you feel a little bit like in school and you look at the floor. But I don't want to make you feel bad. Just don't worry about not knowing the answer, but just try to guess.
Maybe that every time someone who is more strong than you.
Give him a cookie. There is always somebody who knows more than you, who is stronger than you, who can do things better than you. So therefore, we have to be ready to learn. And the purpose of the seminar is some learning. And so, you gave a wonderful answer. So thank you for this answer. So he gave a wonderful answer. There is always someone we can learn from. There is always someone who knows more. There is always someone who is stronger, and we can get help. So in my main source of success principles, called Bhagavad Gita, there is a warrior there. And this book starts with this big, amazing person. We will never be like him. He's super intelligent, super strong, super skilled in so many ways. And he admits that he needs help. So the beginning of success is that I need help and I don't know everything. I have to still learn until the end of my life. I have to learn how to get better, how to do things better, and how to be successful. So if you can resonate with this logic, then I think you are the right candidate for success. And you can be open to learn, and you can be open to apply what you learn, and you can see the results. So now you have given wonderful ideas about personal change, personal revolution, where we can make this change, where we can make revolution. And I want to give you these 6 principles or 6 tools that can help you make an amazing change in your life if you apply them. If you just listen and do nothing, then nothing will happen. Maybe it will be little memory, nice cookies, and little music. But if you take seriously these things, these 6 principles, and use at least one of them, I think very, very significant changes will happen in your life. Not that I think, I have seen in many people's lives significant changes taking place because they have applied what they have learned. So, as I said, the first principle is, anybody remembers? You know. No, yeah, I know that you know. I came with you in the car. So, okay. Who knows the second one? But not you and Dharma, because you know, you have heard it before. But I said it once here, so for guests, maybe you can guess. Principle number 2. These are our 6 topics for today. It has to do with language. So what kind of language we want to have? Positive language. Use positive language, yes. Your name? Madhuri. Okay. And number 3 is expand your intelligence. We are using very small percentage of our intelligence. I have come from Ljubljana today, and my friend offers blah blah. You know blah blah?
BlaBlaCar.
Yeah. She offers a ride, and any person that comes inside, they speak so nicely, so intelligently. And usually these are, you know, like there was a lady from the radio, there was another one from the hospital. Wonderful people come in and they speak so intelligently. But studies say that we use very little percentage of our intelligence. So expand your intelligence, then grow giver's heart. In the Western culture, you become a go-getter. Go and get something. But there is another culture called go-giver. Go and give something. So grow giver's heart. It is in our nature that we like to give. Almost everyone has this. Some people are selfish, they want to get, but there is not so many of them. So grow giver's heart. Maybe already you have giver's heart, but you can grow it. You can become a bigger giver. And the result will be that you will be more happy. Then the next one is number 5, become a trusted guide in your field. Whatever is your field of expertise, whatever is your occupation, whatever is your community, you can become a trusted friend, trusted guide, trusted authorities, and this is super important and super valuable in relationships and in any kind of endeavor. Trust, it's a glue. I will have to, because of this chart, I will have to move this a little bit. So maybe you make space for the gentleman here. I will have to stand here and you should can sit there.
Here?
Yes, here. Because I will sometimes write something there when I will explain.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Haribo.
Thank you. You gave me cookies? Cookies? No, no cookies. He will come, okay. So he is familiar with the cookies. So here we will write a couple of things. Maybe even maybe Dharma will help me. Not now, a little bit later. I don't want to move because of the recording. If I go there, then I have to move all this. So you can help with writing so that our audience here sees. But for them, I will just say it. And the last one, when you become a trusted guide in your field, when you become even an expert in what you do, then you can make a wonderful contribution. And this wonderful contribution will make a revolution. So, in the ancient book Bhagavad Gita, it says that our eternal nature is to serve and to give. And if we don't do this, slowly we become like that person. We are not happy. Probably most of us, or most of the people I have met in my life in the last over 50 years, is that they want to make a contribution. They want to do something valuable. They want to do something nice for others, for themselves, for the world. And every one of us can make a wonderful contribution. So, let us start with the first one. Ask excellent questions. Why questions are important? Now I need your help, and we have here these markers. Yeah, please take all of them. So you can write questions. Questions.
Should I write the questions from the audience?
Or just write here questions. Yeah. And then little arrow in continuation. Yes. So, why questions are important? If we ask better questions, then the quality of our thinking will be better. Questions influence our thinking. Then again, we need an arrow. It's continuation. You have to go down now. Then, if we have better thinking, then we will have better conclusions about what is good to do and what's happening. Oh, thank you. I have also. Is it fizzy water? I have two. That's great. Okay. Thank you. Then, if we have better conclusions, we can make better decisions. If we have better decisions, you can say, we take better action. And what will be the outcome of better action? Huh?
Better results.
Better results. So if we look at this chart, we can see that actually questions influence results. The better questions you ask yourself, the better is the quality of your inner dialogue, and you can get better results based on this succession. How you can see. What are other benefits of questions? Einstein said, if you have a problem, if you give me a problem to solve, and you give me 1 hour, I would spend 55 minutes looking for the best questions, and I will solve it in 5 minutes. So Einstein, who was a genius, he valued questions so much. He was saying also, I was just curious. I'm not a genius, I was just very curious about the universe, about life and things. So, questions stimulate intelligence. Questions stimulate creativity. Now you may say, okay, now I'm getting a little bit interested in questions, so where can I get better questions? Well, you can get better questions from people who ask better questions. And there is a lot of books about questions. There is so many books about questions, so you can find so many questions that can be useful for you. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is asking questions, very basic questions. he says one very important question is, what is most beneficial for me? He was supposed to fight, and he wasn't convinced that's the right thing to do. Then he was asking, what is the purpose of life? Who am I? What's happening here? And what is my duty? So in the Bhagavad Gita you can find also Arjuna's questions. I also have compiled a file with these questions, took them out. Gita has 700 verses. Now, can you think for a minute what kind of inner dialogue you have every day? What kind of questions you ask yourself when you are thinking?
Where am I going?
Before you came here, did you ask yourself a question, shall I go or shall I not? No? You're such a nice audience. Maybe it will be a waste of my time. Or maybe... Huh?
The best question is, what is happening with us after we die?
Oh my God, this is a good question, very bold question. Many people don't even think about this. So your thinking is already expanded. You're thinking about what's happening beyond this lifetime. And many people don't think like this. So, your point is an illustration that questions expand our thinking beyond the limits that are there right now. What's happening after this life? And there is so much knowledge offered about this. Now, I don't know if you know, but I do life coaching with people. And when people come to me, I ask them, what do you want? This is the very first question we speak about. Why have you come here? What do you want to achieve? And usually they say two things. I want to solve a problem, or I want to achieve a goal. And then we work from that, further from that. But it's very important for your success to be clear. Clarity, many teachers say, is 80% of success. If you don't know what you want, even God cannot help you if you believe that He exists. Imagine that God is Almighty, and you can pray to Him, you can come to Him and ask Him, please give me this, give me that. You come to God and say, or anybody who is powerful to fulfill all your desires, and you say, Sir, or my Lord, please. And He says, please what? And you say, I'm not sure. So only you can decide what you want. Whether it's spiritual, material, or anything, but you are the... So this is where questions can help you. When you speak with your friend, or when you speak with your notebook and ask yourself, what is it that I really want? The answer can also be, I don't know right now. That's fine. But then you can work on choosing something that you want. So questions can help you achieve a greater clarity in your life. We all get stuck from time to time, and we are not sure, we are confused, we are not sure where to go, what to do, what's the next step, what's the next best step. And this is where some conversation can help us, with a friend, with a relative, with a coach. It can help us to get more clarity about what we want and what's the next step. So questions help with clarity. And questions can help you slowly make a big revolution in your life. Revolution in your thinking. So you can make a revolution in your bodily habits. You can start to move more, exercise. You can start to eat a better diet. You can start to take care more of your body when it's sick. Better medicine, more natural medicine, more effective medicine, and something maybe you have never done before in your life, but now you're making a big change, and we call it revolution. You start to take care much better. Then you can make a change in the way you think, in the way you perceive things, in the way you see things. My friend there, we were speaking before we came, that he is reading wonderful books of wisdom, and he says, my perception is changing, and different coverings from my eyes are disappearing, and I can see more clearly different things. So one thing that is recommended by the ancient sages is look through the eyes of the books of wisdom. And one of these books is Bhagavad Gita. So look through the eyes of people who have written these books and who have an amazing perception of the reality and of the world. We can see deeper in the reality if we change our perception. So put on different glasses with the help of knowledge. So if you make a revolution in your thinking, then what will be the result of the revolution in thinking? The result of the revolution in thinking will be a revolution in action. And this will bring different results. So if you think this is valuable, this is one tool you can use. You can use questions to make a big change in your life. Now, I want to give you a practical tool that you can use every day with questions. And it's very simple, but it's very, very effective. I have been doing it. I know people who have been doing it. World experts are doing it. World coaches. You create 5 to 10 questions that cover the most important areas of your life, and you meet with your friend and give them your questions and tell them, please, can you ask these questions of me every day? And let's discuss. And by discussing your most important areas through these questions, you will get a greater clarity, you will get inspiration, and you will decide about a better course of action that will bring you better results. So it's called daily questions or daily personal questions. And your friend can do the same thing. They can also give you their questions, and you can do the same with them. Okay. So this can be a two-way. It can be a two-way. How you say? It can be a two-way work. Okay. It can be a two-way work where you help each other with these questions. Then if you read books about questions, there's many books about questions. Maybe I know about the books in English. I don't know if they're translated. Some of them are translated into Slovenian. But you can, from these books, you can actually get questions that are relevant to you, that you can use yourself. And some of them can become your personal questions. So there is so much to learn, and our whole thinking, the level and quality of our thinking can change if we change the questions we ask ourselves. Okay, so do you have any question about questions?
I did not understand. What did you say? What should we do with a friend?
You do personal inquiry.
How does this work?
You create questions that cover the most important areas of your life, and you give them to your friend and ask them to ask you. And then,
or ask?
No, you ask them to ask you these questions. They play a role of a coach. They play a role of someone who is inquiring from you. For example, you may say, have I exercised today? Have I exercised today? And in the evening, your friend can ask you, have you exercised today? And you can say yes or no. But this is something that you have decided that is important to you, and you want to check every evening whether you have done it. And when you do it with somebody else, it's kind of more serious. If you do it with yourself, maybe it's not as serious as if when somebody else is there. So this helps us to focus and to be more disciplined. Then any other area you can check like this. Have I had a good diet today? Have I read something inspirational today? Or wise? Wisdom? Wise? Whatever, I mean, you decide what are your questions, but you ask your friend to help you because you want to check whether you are acting on your highest priorities. And you can do this the same for them.
For example, if you know that you did not do your 5 priorities questions, then maybe you don't like to meet your friend.
Yeah, but you have committed to checking every day. So if you try to avoid this, then you are not very serious about your revolution. So this is helping you. This is a tool for a personal revolution. This is for people who want to change.
But for example, it's very normal that even if you want to change, it comes that sometimes you want to avoid because you come to the pain point and you just don't want to do. And then you have a friend and he's asking questions and you want to avoid. For example, how can you overcome these points in your day that when you feel that you want to avoid? You know you have to do, you need it, you would like it, you just don't.
You still do it. And you say, honestly, I have not done it, I don't feel good about it, and tomorrow I want to do better. Okay? Yeah, so daily questions, very simple too. Okay, so if there is no questions about questions, let's speak about positive language. Bhagavad Gita recommends to speak words that are truthful, beneficial, pleasing, not disturbing to others, and always reciting or reading wisdom literature. So these are like 5 points, 5 tips for communication. But high quality communication, high quality use of language starts with ourselves, how we speak to ourselves. And we go back to the inner dialogue that we mentioned, which also is supported by questions. The better questions you have, the better your inner dialogue. So one thing we want to avoid is a negative inner dialogue. So negative inner dialogue may be criticism of someone, or criticism of ourselves, or listening to this voice that is telling you you cannot do it, you are incapable, you are unworthy, all these kinds of negative things that we have heard so many times. So we don't want this tape in our head anymore. We want to use empowering, positive, or even spiritual language that will really help us to become successful in any area of life. And as one word, one insulting word can make a huge damage, even maybe start a war between nations, so also one kind word, one supportive word can actually even save someone from the worst problems and the worst difficulties. So we never want to underestimate the power of kindness and kind words. And we have all been brought up with at least one or two persons being very negative in our lives. Negative about ourselves, negative about the life in general. So maybe you had a parent or a friend who always speaks, it doesn't work, you are not good, and all very, very common things that we can see and we have seen in our lives. And
here in Slovenia, it's a lot of criticizing.
yes, everywhere. You probably traveled also around the world, so criticizing others, but also criticizing yourself. Sometimes you stop criticizing others, but you become very hard on yourself. So it all comes from the negative inner dialogue. Because what you are thinking, it also comes out. But if you change your inner dialogue, you make it very positive. You take some of these 5 points or 1 point, then you can communicate with others in a very supportive, encouraging, and positive way. And of course, this requires practice. You have to catch your mind being negative and change it every day, every time you catch it. And it requires practice. You can't just do it overnight. Because the habit we have been cultivating for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and it doesn't change overnight. But by practice, it's possible. Bhagavad Gita also says, by practice, you can achieve change. So, we recommend. And now, how do you get empowered to do that? It's very simple. You listen to positive people, you read their literature, you associate with them, you communicate with them, you associate with people who support you, support your success, and you become empowered. You become empowered to be successful. And slowly your mind actually becomes... are you thirsty? You want a cup of water?
Later.
I've got 2. I want to share with you.
No, it's okay. When we have a break, you said you will have a break.
Yes, okay. So it will come in maybe 10-15 minutes.
No, so, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. So, if you have your favorite authors, people who impressed you with their words, who inspired you, then you can read this. And also, I recommend reading aloud, because by reading aloud, you engage your tongue, you engage your ears, you engage your mind, and slowly, by listening to this content, it becomes part of your mind and of your thinking and of your mindset. And then, it's not so difficult to actually change the quality of this inner communication and outer communication. So this is kind of practice you can do with language. Then there is a great power of written word. I mean, with written word, you know, in marketing, what people do, amazing campaigns and wonders. With one direct letter, people get so much sales. Direct letter sent to many potential customers. So much sales just by writing something, and they know how to write it to inspire people to buy something. And maybe you have written in your life a letter that very much helped your friend or somebody, your relative. Maybe you have received such a letter and it helped you so much that, wow, this letter really, really helped me in my life. It was so supportive, so helpful. So if you have such an experience, then you can increase this experience and you can repeat it, you can do it more, and this can become your new habit. And this can also become a part of your personal revolution. So language is a big area of revolution. Questions is a big area of revolution. Third thing I wanted to speak about today is expanding our intelligence. Now this is also connected to the first two topics, and As I said, there are studies that prove that we are using only a couple of few percent of our intelligence. There is so much intelligence unused. And if we want to access this gift from nature or from God, we need to use questions. Questions will help us to access the unused intelligence. So, there is practical ways how to expand our intelligence. Can you give me some ideas or suggestions? How can we expand our intelligence? Yes? No? Okay.
Reading books.
Reading books?
That
So
have good knowledge.
Get knowledge, no? If you
getting
get
knowledge, so getting intelligence from others in the form of knowledge. Okay? Huh?
Connecting with people and with when you read, that you're not just reading, and when you have conversation with a person, that you actually try to feel the person and feel what you're reading. So it's not just intelligence, like the mind intelligence, but also the intelligence of the heart.
Oh, this is wonderful. So there is not only one intelligence, there is not only logical, mathematical intelligence, but there is emotional intelligence, there is spatial intelligence, there is aesthetic intelligence, there is kinesthetic, there is spatial intelligence. Some people are very good, they know where they are. Consciousness. So some people have their intelligence has more consciousness. So the more consciousness one has, the more he's intelligent, I would say. Some of the experts say that there is at least 7 intelligences that science can measure today. One of them is emotional also. So if you become aware that you have more than one intelligence, then this is also a way to expand your intelligence, because now there is not only one intelligence, but there is more intelligences. And you can develop them. You said to feel people. So if somebody is more emotionally intelligent, he's more able to feel people. And this is the symptom of a greater emotional intelligence. Then there is spiritual intelligence also.
You have music intelligence.
Okay, music intelligence means you can play, you can sing. Vesna has cooking intelligence. We just had a wonderful lunch. She made a few kinds of pizzas.
Or you can have sport intelligence.
Yes, sports intelligence also we can have. I used to do this when I was younger. And so there is many kinds of intelligences, but you can choose which intelligence you want to develop more if you need it in your life. Intelligence is you can say, kind of an ability or a skill. Ability to see, ability to hear. There is people who have psychic intelligence. You know, they can feel even at the distance what you need and what's happening. They can see at the distance. There is yogis also who have mystic powers. All kinds of things. But we can speak about this for hours. But what my point here is that whatever intelligences you have, if you like, you can expand them. And I want to give you a couple of ideas how to do this. So, one simple thing that you have heard about, and you're probably not using enough, is called brainstorming. Now, they say that individual brainstorming, when you brainstorm with yourself, it's called mindstorming. So you may call it as you like, because personal brainstorming or my own brainstorming. But brainstorming is usually done in a group, where people contribute to their collective intelligence and try to get ideas how to do something, how to achieve a result. But if you develop a habit of asking yourself a magic question, it will expand your intelligence. So what is the magic question that can expand intelligence? It's a million euro or $1 million question?
Who am I?
Who am I? This is a very philosophical question. This I'm asking about very practical question.
How can I contribute today? How can I serve?
Oh, this is a very high consciousness question. It's nice.
Okay, how can I contribute?
We will come to this later in the second part. Nice, that's wonderful. These are good. Any other guesses? $1 million question? These beautiful questions, all you suggested.
To expand perspective, to change the point of view of certain things.
This is beautiful. I love this. Expand perspective, change the point of view. This expands intelligence. Okay, maybe I make it a little easier and say, if we speak about possibilities, how can we expand our options?
So that we give ourselves the opportunity to change.
Okay, but how can we do that? That's nice, very nice. How can we do that? How can we expand our options? If you remember, I mentioned a magic question.
Always do something every day. We can decide to do something new, for example. What can I do today different than yesterday?
That's good.
Yeah.
This is nice. I'm looking for a magic question.
Sometimes you have to change beliefs, no?
Yes, this is also true. Change your beliefs. This will also expand possibilities and options. But remember, I'm asking for a magic question.
Yes, but what would be the answer on this magic question?
What?
What would be the answer for this magic
The
question?
answers, the answers to these magic questions will bring more options.
More options.
Yeah.
If we have this question, we get more options.
Yes. So I would like you to think a
And
little bit.
what I forget to ask myself in certain.
You're coming closer to this. Sabina?
How can I do something better?
Okay, yes, how can I do something better? There is 2 words that form a question. This is very close also. How can I do something better? Okay, now Dharma, you get in action and make some black or something visible and make it bigger, like 10 centimeters. What else?
What would I forget? Like, what else?
Remember, if you only take this from this seminar, I think it will be worth the money you paid. And question mark, huh? So if you keep asking yourself, when you work with any problem, with any project, with any goal, what else can I do? Who else can help me? Where else I can try? You know, with this, actually this one word, else, you can combine it with different questioning words. What else, who else, where else? And it's very simple, but it expands options. And if you write it down, you will have so many things there. If you write it down. So, now, this helps with limiting beliefs. If you have limiting beliefs, if you start to ask yourself what else, then slowly, actually, you decrease this, your self-sabotage of limiting yourself and your options. So this question, what else, is amazing. I have one question for you. What would you like to have in your life? Results or excuses? How many of you would like to have excuses? Nobody. How many of you would like results?
You have excuses already.
Okay, so what we are good at? What we are good at? What we are very good at doing? Making excuses or achieving results?
Usually people need like God is the one that makes the results, and He's always to blame if we don't have results.
Yes. So if we want results, we have to learn to set goals and work on goals instead of being very expert in making excuses. People come to me for coaching and they say why something cannot be done. And then I ask them a very stupid question, seemingly stupid. Why this can be done? Tell me why this can be done. They say, but I just told you why it can't be done. How can I tell you how it can be done? Well, just turn your head a little bit like this and ask yourself why this can be done. And they come up with amazing results of this exercise just because they changed the question. Why it can be done or why it can be done. Just change a few letters and you get amazing change. So basically it's a revolution in approaching any problem or a goal. Why it can be done. Why I should do it. Do I want to do it? If I want to do it, then how can I do it? And as Sabina said, how can we do this better? And always, this question is always good to ask. How can I do anything better and better? So these are some of the things you can think about. Now I would like to give you a 10-minute break and you can take some refreshments. And our internet audience, which is growing, it's now 14, it was 12. I'm sorry I cannot give you cookies, but our guests can have cookies and maybe...
They have internet cookies.
They say you can have internet cookies, but I didn't learn how to cook them yet. So please stay with us, we will come back.
Don't admit cookies, I cannot even watch. So we can also watch this
Yes.
another time.
Yes, on my profile.
I would like to leave. I would just like to have where I find this. Probably the second part.
Vesta? You know Vesta?
No.
You know anybody here?
No, I don't know.
Do you have Facebook?
Yes, I have.
Gita Seva, that's my profile.
Gita Seva.
Gita Seva.
There I can find the
There you can find the video. Yeah.
video.
Yes. Okay.
Nice
Thank you for
meeting.
coming. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for coming. Okay, so we will come back in about 10 minutes.